We're here with Camila Rizzo. Camila, you have I think, one of my favorite films in the La Femme Film Festival, and I'm not just saying because Kelly is one of your actresses in this, but the subject matter, Headway, deals with some very important issues. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's a story based on true characters. The film talks about the relationship between a boy, an 11-year-old boy who has autism, and an MMA fighter who is struggling with the idea of retirement. And we tell the story of the relationship between these two characters and how they solve their problems through this relationship.
Well, and it's interesting because the backstory, what made you want to tell this story about half of the story, which is the child with or on the autism spectrum disorder?
I am a journalist as well, so when I was a screenwriter in a talk show in Brazil, I got to know the story of Igor Nogueira, who is this man who has autism, and he is a jiu-jitsu, like he's an athlete today, and he overcame a lot of the symptoms of autism through jiu-jitsu. So I thought it was very important, and it's a very important thing for people to know.
Right.
And that's why I made this film, to make people to know this story, and maybe it can be an inspiration for people who has autism and has to deal with it.
Well, and parents too. Parents that have the discovery that their child has autism spectrum disorder. It's a very wide spectrum, so there's high functioning, low functioning, all and in between. But it's interesting that you say jiu-jitsu. I'm part of a couple of organizations which help balance the brain, and some of them talk about it being a development thing in some children. And let's talk about that character. When was he? Do you know when he was diagnosed with autism?
In real life, Igor was diagnosed with 7 years old,
Okay.
but he started jiu-jitsu with 16 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
Now he's like 5 years later.
Yeah, he's
a different person.
one. Yeah. He got 2 medals this year in the World Jiu-Jitsu Championship in Abu Dhabi, and he overcame a lot of the issues, the touching issues, looking in the eye, the interaction, social interaction issues. He's a totally different person.
Yeah, there's something to be said about mind-body development. Very interesting. But this covers a portion that a lot of parents go through. And that's the what do we do? You had some very emotional scenes in this. What was it being like being on the set there?
Well, we studied a lot about. I interviewed Igor's mom about every emotion and everything that she went through all these years with him, and we tried to reproduce the real stories in the film. And we worked a lot with the casting. We did rehearsals, and we studied together. We saw scenes together of other films that deals with autism, and to be really true with the story and about autism, and to get people more connect with the story.
Now, I know Kelly very well. What was it about her that you said, yes, she embodies this mother?
She was the first one that we chose in the cast, actually. She's amazing. We did the audition. She was so true. I think what makes me like more in the actor is the eyes, what they can tell me with their eyes, if I see the truth there. And she was amazing, and she's so dedicated. She studied a lot about it, and I really like to work with her, and I hope to work with her more in the future.
Well, I'm excited for this. I know it's like a proof of concept for a feature, so hopefully in the future we can see more of this. Thank you for bringing this story to light and helping so many understand what it's like, both living with autism and also being the parents of. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.